Just a second. Yeah, I started way later than I meant to. Just busy day on top of just waking up feeling like garbage. So, here I am though. I'll be honest, it's gonna be a shortish one. Definitely compared to the last few days, but I don't expect it to be long even compared to our my shit, my regular ones. Okay. That means there's more casks to. Well, I can't really make 10 casks on account of no wood. I mean, sure, eventually it's gonna more than pay for getting um getting wood from Robin. No. I'm doing this way out of order. What is wrong with me? I guess I do need to clear any weeds that grew. I think most of the setup up at the top half of the farm will be fine on account of the whole garbage everywhere thing. But I need to grab an axe. It's kind of cool that the bluegrass becomes purplish in fall. Looks nice. So, so. While I did kind of expect to play this today, as it got later and later, I was thinking maybe I ought to play something else since I'm not gonna be on for very long. And I remembered, oh yeah, I don't have a thumbnail for what else I wanted to play yet. So, since YouTube is dumb, and the second you use one not pre-generated thumbnail, you're stuck using non-pre-generated thumbnails, I kind of have to make it now. So there will be more than just Stardew and look outside this week. Just today was a bit of an off day for me, so I just had to go with what I had on hand. But excuse me, an odd numbered day means mushrooms and the trees. Also, I need to grab my axe now before I forget again. Whoa. No windows I don't want to update. Like for a second I was thinking, you know what? I don't got a ton of time. It's already kind of late. It's already 9 o'clock. Figured I could just stream a run or two of Slay the Spire. I like Slay the Spire. It's nice and chill. I can stop basically whenever. But no. No thumbnail for Slay the Spire yet. I'm still mad at myself for loving that last game at the last second. Move cat. I mean, I wasn't really doing anything important. I was just running errands today. Running errands and then came back, ate dinner, and then finished the episode of the thing I was watching while I ate, and here we are. To be honest, I don't have a ton of other games planned out for this week. I do need to do more RimWorld, and I think I will do that pretty. I'll try to do that tomorrow, I think. Never made much progress on that run, and I do like RimWorld. It is a fun game. Just, if I played that tonight, I'd be up until about 4 in the morning. And that's not good. I slept weird too, my back hurts. Getting old's fantastic. Okay, so 51 kegs. 1530 wood. almost tempted to have another shed built, but nah. That's even more wood that I don't have. I really don't like setting up a bunch of kegs in the bus stop. I think it looks kind of tacky. NGL. Excuse me. Okay, so we need to get 50 iron, cooked and cleaned. By the time the kegs finish their iron and copper, that's right. AC finally kicked on. That's nice. Wild plum for Robin, that's right. Oh, and I need to go to the island. Sorry, Robin. Also, I was supposed to check the board. Oh, right. Changing the season does still apply here. So, that's why they're all overgrown with weeds. And I'm sorry if I missed some chat messages playing this, or more over really anything else. Especially if you were the guy that was here for a lot of look outside. Because look outside had a very small window, and I could see chat from my same monitor without having to look down or to the side or anything. Hike frenzy? No way. I can't fish. Impossible, impossible. We were allowed the one trip to make it dangerous. I don't really remember why. That was it. I'll run through the forest so I can grab any truffles. I mean, they would have been fine waiting until tomorrow to be picked up. But here now. And I can look for the plumper robin. Sorry if you hear me scratching my beard. It itched. I need to probably put the dwarf hammer away unless I'm going to the skull cavern. Shame, Trash Panda only wants fish. Bug guts. Yeah, I can do that. With good enough luck, this is possible. Because I've done it before. But even if I can't, I can save these up for next time he wants purple. Or whatever color bug guts count as. Garbage. I mean, the ore is nice. I can go to the quarry and fill up there. No thanks. How many battery packs we got? 10. What does a crystal iron cost? Yeah, I can swing that. Let's see. Every 5 quartz is another one, so grab gold. Go in there, that can go in there. Need those, so. I could set up some bees here, but they wouldn't be as fast as, they won't be as valuable as on the island, because I can't just do fairy honey year round. Let's see. It is 9:20. I think I'll go either until 10 or I'll finish out this week. Whichever comes last. I kind of feel bad about doing such a shorter stream after showing I could do big long streams the last few days, but I'm tired. And also, shorter streams are more my style. The big long ones have been just a little treat for you. Just a little treat. Dinosaur eggs with the archaeologists think are always worth more as eggs than as mayonnaise. Excuse me, turtle. Thank you, turtle. hope Turtle can live up to my expectations someday and actually be useful. We'll see. Turtle's not even his name, it's his father's name. No, what did I name him? Like Jelly Please? So, we need to go to the quarry to try and clear it out, get ore. Ore. We need to go bug land to make them pay. Ore. Cool, let's go. We're gonna make more crystallariums to fill with quartz so that bombs can happen. Bugs, that's right. He's going to Bugs. Bugs Bunny, he's my favorite. Two soup. Soup. I would technically be better off using a weaker weapon since the flies are more likely to drop meat than the grubs. And the grubs are more likely to turn into flies if you damage them a little bit first. So, but again, apathy's a bad thing, kids. And the air conditioning's turned off again. It's starting to get toasty in here. Roasty toasty. Acorn. I need a plum. Yeah, fuck that fence. No new quests for me to watch. If these last 2 days put anything go by, I'm not getting enough bugs. The only other thing I can do is try to get insect killer on a weapon and then go into skull caverns and kill the otherwise invincible bugs. Eight pieces of iron from that. Nice. You got any? You're not iron. See, he got iron. Actually, I think the ones without the thingy are the females, so she got iron. I don't know. Does it really matter? Two. never did look up what the better enchantments on a weapon are, like the gem enchantments, like extra speed or whatever. Knowing me, I'll probably just do just straight damage. Maybe speed. Sorry, Robin, couldn't find you a thing. I mean, I didn't even look that hard, but still. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever. Excuse me. Ow. Why do I have one of these bad boys on me? Just got some water. Well, it's not just water, it's like cherry crystal light. Cherry is the best flavor of anything. I will die on that hill. I'm not gonna bother eating that. It's not a busy day. Did I forget something? No, it's right there. 2. Oh. I did forget something. Forgot to add a fucking count. That's not where you go. Also, ow. Thing is, quartz is the fastest growing thing in there, so we're gonna have more bombs than I know what to do with. And I'm phrasing that like it's a bad thing. If the problem can't be solved with explosives, then you're not using enough explosives. We should be starting to see some silver quality fruits pretty soon, which is going to be annoying. Speaking of, why is there only one of them? Oh, because those 5 crossed over today. Balls. Oh, she watered the thing. I didn't even pay attention. I kind of just skipped through a text. Anyways. Wow. I hate crab pots. Not gonna lie, like they're almost bearable with the perk that makes them auto bait, but Even then, they're not. Last time I checked, channel's sitting at a healthy 15 subscribers. That's more than fingers I've got. That's not true, I've got an extra 5. There's in a drawer somewhere. Stole them off some guy. That is a sleep-deprived joke. I've been sleeping like garbage. You know, what does grass taste like to animals? You know, I'm sure it tastes different to how it tastes to people. Also different to how people taste. Something else I don't know. Or do I? They do say that human is closest in texture and flavor to pork, hence the nickname of long pig. I've thought about what it would be like to eat a people before. Well, from what I understand, the only parts that are remotely safe to eat of a people are the arms, legs, and rump, as it were. Everything else is too full of like, bacteria and or brain to be edible. Fuck off, torches. I'm halfway tempted to just start leaving them there so I stop putting them down. Although knowing my luck, it's just gonna start infinite loop where I put down one and pick up the other. I don't know what I could trade that in for. It's probably some seeds or fertilizer or something. Bird? No bird. But we do have more honey. Okay. This one's not accessible. Okay, and the tree's not the tree. The plant isn't fully grown yet, so I can't judge which of these needs to be replaced. Now, fortunately, well, no, I can get most of these without. I'll just be real careful. And, like, eat pant if I mess this up. Pick the flower. Alright. Ginger juice. Kind of dumb that you can't plant on the beach, even in a planter pot. Go dig site just because it's closer to where the north bird can spawn. Not by much, but that's more wool. Some nice mushrooms to sell. Actually, I keep the purple ones. I call it emergency healing. If I'm honest with myself, I'm never going to use it for that. Because I'm going to forget to ever take them along. I don't like the rain. Sorry, but someone had to say it. No bird here. That means it's a south bird. It's a bird that always points south. Those are in one piece. Briefly. I'm still confused. Well, not super confused, but there's a. I had been watching One Piece on Netflix because I don't agree with Crunchyroll, and also I don't have Crunchyroll. But anyways, I've been watching on Netflix, and for whatever reason, they there's they skip a handful of arcs going from just after Dressrosa. I think it's a filler arc called like Silver Mine straight to Egghead Island. Oops, I accidentally sold it on purpose. Oh right, I was supposed to go kill bugs. That's fine. Okay, I need to take a little break to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Uh, since it was getting kind of hot in here, excuse me. Ow. I turned on a little fan in the room, so if you can hear it, sorry. But I was kind of cooking in here. And I don't mean I was coming up with some crazy shit, like, I don't mean cooking like the kids say, I mean cooking like, goddamn, it's hot in here. Sweating my balls off. Just having the extra airflow was helping out. Ow. Ow. I wonder if it's a mistake that they don't have the same drop tables when they're grubs compared to when they're flies. Because they have close to the same chances, but they're not the same chance. We're at 4 million-ish. Then currently our standing is that we need 27.5 million. So less than a seventh of the way there, I think. Actually about a seventh. But we got more work to do. And it's possible we won't even need all that money. Depending on how long it takes us to get that much money, we might actually be able to get closer to perfection the way God intended. But since the mead, the first bit of mead should be done in the morning. I'm gonna try making ginger juice in one of the other kegs. Warm. Hotel. $200. Thanks, I guess. Can make ginger juice. Hmm. How's it our well, I guess I did have to take a little bathroom break in there. Yeah, I suppose I'll stockpile maple syrup. Yeah, I need to make another loom because I got more wool coming soon. And by soon I mean starting tomorrow. And rather than have a single loom pull a double shift, I have one extra loom at all times for the one time a week that a rabbit can occasionally produce wool. Does it make sense? Not really. Is it gonna stop me? Oh. Congratulations, Snots. I am both a little bit sleepy and also possibly a little bit eepy. Actually, strike that. I fucking hate the word eepy. Not quite as much as I hate the trend of calling cats cars. That's so fucking stupid. Loom. Loom. How many rooms will be enough until we have all our sheep upgraded? Bugs. Bugs. Also check if Pam's giving me wood. Nope, that sounded dirty. See if Pam's left a sign for me to steal. Nope. You know, strangely enough, doing the playthrough of the JRPG from Look Outside kinda made me want to play a Final Fantasy game again, but not enough to actually play a Final Fantasy game again, you know? Mm. Frogs are cool. When I was in when I was in Japan, just a little ways away from the building we stayed in, there was like a little pond, a little man-made pond, and uh, every night, just a whole bunch of frogs. I didn't ever see any, but you could hear them croaking away. Well, not croaking, but doing that like chirping thing frogs do. Nothing else to do. You know, if the smoker didn't need coal, I'd be another owl statue cool. I'd be tempted to cook um some of my crab pot fishes in the smoker. It's Elliot's birthday. Good for him. Nanner wine. Nanner wine. Nanner wine. Alright, looks like we're going to Clint for iron. I'm going to collect all my nanner and other such assorted wines before I sell them. I want to sell them all at once. Okay, I got 16 out of 51, so I need another 40, no, 35. Fuck. Well, it's much, much later, and honestly, probably won't be useful, but the trees in the desert are coming along nice, and hey, look, a wild plum. Odd numbered days, that means mushrooms. Although I'm probably gonna run into some stacking problems because duplicate trees and they're not all the same. Not the same stage. Yeah, let's go empty the inventory. The number of iron just went up. Silver nanners. Aww, silver nanners. I mean, it's no gold bananas. Those are picnic cogs. I'll have those. Like Danky King. And there's Chunky. He's dead. Okay, so tuna comes after sturgeon. That makes sense. I don't get why wood skips. Probably actually has a very woody taste to it. See how these fish can, those fish can produce wood somehow. That is not the right chest. Ooh, dead. Ugh. And it's a Friday, so I need to go to Mercado Merchant. Ugh. I don't know why I came here already. So since I don't have my list of needed fish because I was not prepared for this trip as I thought I was, I'm just gonna check any fish that she brings against the required fish for cooking off the wiki. And if it's there, I'm just gonna buy the dang thing. I didn't know you sold those in the fall. If that had been an actual starfruit, not a starfruit seed, I would have been one happy camper. So we need to go clits and bugs. Okay, so we need Not as much, but like, so I need 25 copper, nuggies, that is. And since I sold out, Clint is working on Friday points. Okay, so so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. One more just to be safe. And just give me a little kickstart on getting more iron for my next grand project. Speaking of grand projects, sailors don't wear red. I mean, they do in Star Trek, but then they die. And what is an astronaut but a sailor of the stars? I mean, that's literally where the term astronaut comes from. Move, chicken. Row, row, fight, power. Do the impossible. See, touch the untouchable. Row, row, fight, power. Eat the uncrustable. Think the unthinkable. Row, row, fight, power. Move it! Kinda wanna watch Gurren Lagann again. No real reason why, but. Ow. I can get the wine out of here. let's head to the island and check on the trees and the bees there. You know, these plants have some pretty good resilience considering they haven't been watered ever since they fully bloomed. Because once that flower was there, they lost pretty privileges. It's a good thing they don't need extra water, otherwise I'd have to lose a spot of honey to a sprinkler. Or I would have had to give them all the super permanent ultra retaining soil. Hmm, so close. I don't think we're getting the new guys set and filled today. Called a hunch. But that's fine. Excuse me. You know, it's funny. I know a lot of folk associate hiccups with the alcohol. That's just the thing. I don't drink. I just get hiccups a lot. 160, 124, 210. Wow, 124. Wait, no, that was rainbow trout. That's just as valuable as snail. Wood skip isn't much better, mind you. but it is technically better. So I think with everything I've got, sturgeon is my best, then octopus, then tuna, then wood skip, then the rest. Any shadow people wanna fucking die? So I'll do it. Don't know what that Chivo was for. Dang. Bees. They're the bee's knees. But the bees are legend 10 milli. Right. Got to put my cock bull in there. Okay, brain. Don't forget where we just put those kegs. That'd be real cringe of you to forget where we put them. Is this the owl? Yep. Well, at least it was kind enough to not tear up my neat, my totally aesthetically pleasing flooring. I still need a scythe. Slice. Feels like the crabs like never produce anything. Same with the snails now that I think about it. I wouldn't be surprised if the crab pot fishes just have really low rates of production. Excuse me. I don't think I'm muted. I do not think, therefore, or I do not am. To tell, how much is you up to? Right, you can't check you that way. Wow, 3.5 hearts. I've never had duck or lamb now that I think about it. It's weird that we really only eat lamb. We don't like mutton. Well, never mind. It's weird that lamb is considered a more common dish than sheep, at least in the US. So close to greatness. I can't snap. I think I'm okay at whistling. It's weird. 'Cause a lot of people tend to be able to do one but not the other, and it's usually whistle, from what I've noticed. I mean, it doesn't come up very often. Most of the time when someone's talking about whistling, it's asking me to stop, but right, kegs. And let's fill them with uh, what's one of the fruits that's starting to peaches? Peaches. Should probably look up safe spots. I think it's mostly just there's like a rock right here. And some dumb idiot planted a tree right here. It was probably me. Why can't he break that while you're holding other kegs? Gosh dang it. Busted. Coal and garbage. Yeah, hold on. Looking up the NPC walk paths. Bus stop. Where did where can crafted goods outside the farm? Ah, well I can't find the map for the safe spots on the bus stop anymore. Yippee. Uh, let's just try under keg. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those maps, but they're not fucking there no more. I'll tell you that much. You know, good enough. I don't like how some of the trees don't turn transparent when you walk behind them. Kinda dumb, if you ask me. Make it consistent, please. Looks like we're getting about, we should expect about 39 wool every day. Since my sheep are being dumb and not wanting to always give me iridium, even though they all supposedly love me, though I haven't interacted with most of them in ages. Nice. Cow. Apparently one of the best solutions for storing kegs is barns, being a cheaper alternative to sheds and such. But no. Alright, bugs. I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh well. Sorry, turtle. Tootel. It's an even numbered day. No traveling merchant. We don't have extra ore on. Okay, I need to go through which fertilizer I'm actually going to keep, and which ones is just being sold. Probably keep, because when I finally get crops, I'm going to care more about getting them up fast. So I'm probably just going to be keeping the deluxe speed grow. Okay, what can I turn these into? Can't. Okay, so you can be sold. You're from 2 sap. How much does sap go for? 2 apiece. You're getting deconstructed. So you go over here. Deluxe can't be deconstructed. You're being saved. Quality can't be deconstructed. Quality retaining can't be deconstructed. Stones. So you're worth 4. How much is 2 stones worth? Stone? Not even. No, there it is. 2. So you're the exact same, which means I'm just going to sell you as is. Though I could deconstruct you just to get a tiny bit extra stone. How are we doing on stone? Not bad enough for me to care. Everything else can be sold. Oh, and speaking of things that can just be sold, I can't grow, I won't ever be able to grow these, so. Okay, let's go. I just remembered I think I still need to make the fall seeds. Yep. So, we need mushroom, plum, hazelnut, plum, hazel, the nut. Mushroom. I remember I saw hazelnut somewhere, but where was it? I think it was just by the bus. Yep. And we're just gonna make these into tea saplings. They've been nerfed, but while going through the what's it called, the wiki once, I noticed that the Junimo huts can harvest from here. So we're gonna set up a bunch over by where the Junimo hut's gonna eventually go. It's gonna go somewhere over here, so let's go here. Probably gonna regret that. So, one more day. Oh no, and bat. Do I hear another? Keep coming. I need to kill more of you for the Cyclops. I'm bored. I'm going night night. Ow. You changed the floor. I kind of like it though. I do kind of like it. Not for, I mean, I'm using this as a bedroom. I wouldn't use it in a bedroom. I kind of like it. Crab. I like crab. Snow crab, at least. I've never had king or queen or duchess or anything else, just snow. But I liked it. Used to not like much of any seafood, but I had a decent amount of fish in Japan because when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Japan, you're gonna eat fish. Um, there was a point to my madness. But I'm a little bit particular about the shrimp I eat. Mostly just like grilled shrimp. I first started eating shrimp, well, crab for sure, maybe shrimp, when one day family went to, I think it was just a red lobster, because it was like my dad's birthday or my brother's birthday or something. Anyways, for whatever reason, my food got messed up, had to be sent back, or is just generally taking its sweet ass time to get cooked. Um, and I was a hungry boy, so my dad had already gotten his food and he got one of their feasts or whatever. So he had a whole different variety of food to try that he was eating. I was like, "Hey, I am starving over here. Can I try some of your food just to hold me over?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So I tried it, fucking loved it. I wish it wasn't so expensive though. And I also wish, like, I've talked with my dad before, it's like if we just had crazy money, just have all we could eat snow crab and like someone like it's kept real hot. I was like, yeah, and even have someone already come by and get it out of the shell because while it is satisfying to crack open their shell and pull the meat out, it's time consuming. That time could be spent on eating the food. Another thing my dad's talked about is how at some point, either after he retires or just when he feels like it, he wants to like go up to Alaska, get snow crab, basically fresh off the boat, and eat it. Well, cook it first, obviously. is a shame because it's almost 40 bucks a pound right now. And I could eat almost 2 pounds by myself. Surprise, it's carp. I thought about, so my dad's expressed a lot of interest in wanting to come to Japan with me. I think it's mostly to travel. My dad used to travel a decent amount for work, but then he got, I don't know if it was a promotion or his job changed or whatever, but he hasn't had to travel much for years. Granted, he also got hurt once at work, mostly due to just being on his way up in years. But he got hurt, hasn't had to do a whole bunch of traveling for work in a long time. I think part of him misses being able to do that. Um, and at different times, I've we've joked around with my family that once I graduate, we're all gonna go on a family trip to Japan and gonna help everyone survive over there. Uh, we've I've thought about that a lot, and I would like to do something like that someday. It doesn't have to be right after I graduate. It could be like years down the line. But I think out of everyone, my dad would do the best over there, followed by my brother and older sister. Um, uh, well, actually, probably my brother-in-law before anyone else, then my dad, then my older brother and sister. My brother and my older sister. I only have the one brother. Um, uh, then my little sister. It's too early to tell on my nephews. They're 6 months and 2 years, so it's way too early to tell on those two. Um, and then I think my mom would have the hardest time. She's I love my mom, but she can be a lot and isn't great at listening to people or considering other people. And is like the pickiest eater I've ever met. Did I get mushrooms? Excuse me. Like, I think my brother would probably eat just about anything and would actually listen and pay attention. And I think also an important thing is he would have interest in a lot more things than a lot of my other family would. Um, my dad will eat most things. I know he won't eat sushi. Uh, he not so lovingly refers to it as bait. And I don't mind the taste of sushi. I'm just not sold on the texture. Granted, a big part of that's also cold rice. I'm not huge on cold rice. Weird, I know, but it's something. I think my brother would be fine with like customs and such. That's why I had hardly any garbage today. I didn't do it all. I also didn't get my trees today. And I think my sister wouldn't do bad, but my older sister, well, neither sister would really do bad. But my older sister, especially. My brother, I think, would do, out of my three siblings, my brother would do the best because he used to live abroad and kind of has a better understanding of how the entire world is not like home. Tell you now, though, that none of them would be thrilled about the flight over there. I remember, like, the first actual flight I think I went on, I was like 18. I think I had technically been on a flight before that, but it was before any real long-term memories were capable of forming, so I don't count them. Um, anyway, so I, had built up flying in my head as some grand experience, and now I realize flying just sucks ass. And then the flight from LA to Tokyo is like 20 hours or something. I might be wrong on the number, but it's long and it is not fun. Oh, I thought the cat was a shadow person. I was just making sure it was still profitable to be selling the fertilizer instead of the bones. No, my older sisters had aspirations to travel for a long time, and I guess Tokyo's part of what she wants is one of the places she kind of wants to go to, but I'm not huge on big cities. My hometown is it's not a tiny city, but not a tiny town or tiny city by any stretch of the word, but huge. And besides, I lived in suburbs, not urban centers. Being surrounded by people kind of makes me nervous. So I was fine when I was waiting on my connecting flight from Tokyo to Hiroshima to just kind of find a quiet spot at the airport and chill. I understand that some people do like the hustle and bustle of a city. I don't. I think the downtown area of Hiroshima was about what I find acceptable. Much more than that is just craziness. Oh, 2 diamonds. Neato. It's been over a year since I first left for Japan. I guess that's what's got me thinking about it. I never did show any pictures on stream. Maybe I'll do that sometime this week. I will have to choose ones I'm not in because I don't want to show any of you guys, any of the 2 of you guys that actually come to this channel, what I look like. And it's nothing to do with you, it's because me. I value my privacy. Thank you for the bomb. That, and I don't think I'm very attractive. I've only got 12 abs, so that's a joke. Alright, it's 11 o'clock. A week has been done. I think I'm ready to go to bed. So, thanks for coming by. Not that anyone did, because it was too late for the guy that comes by for Stardew, and it wasn't look outside for the guy that's been here the last couple of days. So, yeah. Take it easy. And I'll be back tomorrow. With this, maybe. RimWorld, who knows? Something brand new. I don't know. But yeah, take it easy. I forgot to take my laundry out of the dryer earlier.